what's up, you guys? For those of you that don't already know, my name is Gianna, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I feel like it's been so long since I, sat down and just, talked, so that's what I'm doing. For those of you that follow me on, other social media, like Twitter and Facebook maybe, or Instagram, if you follow me on any of those, you would know that I moved back into my mom's house, and, well, so far, it's been pretty good. It's been, a month, maybe? I think it's been a month, just because, the day I moved back in was Monday, and the next day I went out and looked for a job. I was like, I need a job, I'm tired of not doing anything. So I went out and looked for a job, and I got one. It was literally that easy. I don't even understand how I just went out and then someone was like, oh yeah, sure, work here. But so I went out and got interviewed for a job, and it was a Tuesday, and then the next day I started my job, and it was Wednesday, and so I started working at this restaurant. And if you know me and you live in the next city over where I used to live, because I live a city away from where my job was, you would have seen me in where I worked or whatever. But at first I really loved my job, and it was perfect. I don't know, I had fun every day, and I was earning money. You have to make money, especially when you're not going to school like me. But so yeah, I worked there for about 3 weeks, and then I decided that I hated it so much. My mom came in there for lunch one day, and I was like, I want to walk out. I hate working here. I just want to walk out and quit. And she was like, no, don't do it. You're fine. You'll be fine. And I was like, no, I hate it. I can't do it here anymore. And, well, I kept working for, that day and, a couple more days, and everything was fine. And then I was just no. It was probably halfway through my shift, and I went to go on a break. And the person I was working with was like, oh, usually we won't do breaks here, but you know what, just tell me when you're gonna be back and you can go take your break. And I was like, okay. So I left, and I was sitting in my car for 10 minutes, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm so tired of working here. I feel so fucking depressed, my job is making me depressed, whatever, I'm done. And so I sat there in my car, and I texted my boss, and I was like, you know what, I was supposed to be on a break right now, but I'm just not going back in. I quit. And that was it. And that's probably not the best way to quit your job, just by the way. But when you have a job that's so shitty to you that you feel like walking out of your work every day, because you're gonna start crying, or just because you hate it there so much, I don't know what to even say. That's so crappy, and I hope that nobody feels that way. I mean, a lot of people feel that way apparently, but if you really feel that way about a job, quit your job and look for a different job, because I can't imagine staying there for more than the time that I stayed there. I had the worst experience with that job. I was working almost every single day. I had one day off a week, and I was working 8-hour shifts every single day. I mean, I was making money, and that was the point of having a job, but I hated it so much. Okay, so another thing I wanted to talk about was that as, like, I'm meeting new people and stuff, or just, yeah, while I'm, like, working and stuff, like, I'll meet new people, or just in general, I'll meet new people, and they're like, oh, like, what school do you go to, or, like, just, like, questions about school, and I'm 17 years old, so I should still be in school. Like, most people know that, like, at 17 years old, you're usually still in high school. This would have been my senior year, and I can honestly say that I do not regret dropping out of high school at all, just because it's, like, it really was, like, the main thing that made me so depressed, and I can say that at this point last year, like, in October, like, even in September, I was already so depressed that, I've mentioned, like, before in other videos that I had really bad self-harm problems. During the summer, I don't really self-harm, like, that's just because, I have seasonal affective disorder, so I'm not as depressed in the summer, and things are usually better in the summer. But by this time last year, or like September of last year, I was already so depressed that I was self-harming, like, all the time. And this year, I can honestly say that I'm not as depressed as I was last year, and I think, or not I think, like, I know that a lot of it was just because of school, and I just feel a lot happier now. Like, I don't have to worry about it, and yeah, I plan on getting my GED and doing that, but high school was just really pointless for me, and I hated it so much. It made me so depressed, and it just really sucked. And yeah, I've been through, like, a lot of traumatic things as well, and there's, like, a lot of stuff in high school that reminded me of those traumatic things. So yeah, I just was not wanting to be there anymore. But what else was I going to say? Yeah. I do not regret dropping out of high school. I am not going to go back to school. I will get my GED, but there is no way that I would consider going back to high school to finish. Like, I was just done with it. And also, my foot. But, I wanted to mention something because I mentioned my seasonal affective disorder. This morning I had a meeting with, like, my peer support specialist because, I don't do therapy. I don't really agree with it. I don't think it works. For some people it does. For me, it never has. I've been through many therapists, and I just don't really think it works. So anyway, I met with my peer support specialist this morning, and I got a light. It's just like a light bulb, like, it's plugged in, or yeah, like, screwed into my light that's up there, and this is what the box looks like. And it says mood elevator treatment of s.a.d, seasonal affective disorder, and winter blues, improve reading, task lighting, energy efficient, and earth friendly. I don't know, I read all of that, but yeah. So apparently, like, during the winter, people use these just to, like, lift their mood. I don't know, it's supposed to make you feel better, like, not as depressed. I just got it this morning, so I'm not gonna tell you that it works great or anything. Like, I don't know how it works yet, but I'll have to update you on that. But anyway, this is probably going to be a really long video compared to a lot of my other ones. And I'm trying to upload a video on my computer right now. And the screen just went off. So, this was the end of this video though. So I'm going to say bye. I'll talk to you later.